Hey everybody, my recording program decided not to get round 3 game 2, so fortunately the replay did get saved on Moto, so we're going to go through it now and give you a recap. We won the previous game, so our opponent chose to play first. I am a greedy mofo, if nothing else, but we have 2 turns to draw land, some good 2-drops, some good 3-drops. We can, once we get 2 land, we can cast any card in our hand. So I decided the sand was keepable, and I believe we rip a land. Yep. So not much exciting is going on. Blah, blah, blah. We cast our Mirror Sire, because we have no targets for our Contagion Clasp. All pretty straightforward up to this point. He plays the Shrine of Limitless Power. For those of you who do not know what that does, let me turn on the card window here. Oh, well, we got 2 of them, but who cares? Now you get it in stereo. So every time you play a black spell or at the beginning of your upkeep, put a charge counter on it, tap 4, sack it, and target player discards all the cards, which I'm sure you've already been able to read, but it would prove to be, spoiler alert, it would prove to be quite troublesome against us. He does some sick things with the card he's about to play. Yep. So we drop the. We could either do the clasp. We could either go Talisman Clasp or Pith Driller. I decided to go Pith Driller just to get another threat on the board. Yeah, this gets pretty absurd quick. Nice interaction here. Unfortunately, I still don't think it's that great if you don't get a shrine out early. Stop it here. So our choices were either play Replica or play Talisman and Clasp. He was pretty much going to be able to get rid of our entire hand next turn, or in a couple of turns. And I'd rather get out the, first of all, the Clasp just to make this, smaller, but also I wanted to get out the Talisman, so once he does discard our hand, we can draw more cards, or we can play whatever we draw, whereas the Replica, we'd need another, land before we do that. Even though most of our big targets, our 2 biggest targets here are gone, I still thought that was the better play, especially since we didn't have a mountain to use the Replica's ability yet. So here we go. Unfortunately, cannot target the Replica. Decide to swing, leaving my Mirror Sire to block. Don't want him to get free cards, but we also want to defeat him before, because we're the nice interaction. All right, let's slow this down for a second. Oh, why isn't it letting me? The nice interaction with the Infuser, the Limitless Power, and it works at instant speed, so I got to draw my card. I suppose I could have done Active Aggression, if I wanted to get the Infuser, but it would have cost me a couple life, and these targets aren't that great, so no big deal. So we're in a bit of trouble. We have slightly better board presence, but his hand is far superior to ours. So he bounced our mirror, so he could draw a card with the commando. Notice that he did leave up 3 mana, so he almost assuredly has a counter spell. So the correct play is to play the Mirror Sire. He already knows it. If he counters it, great. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And we need to kill him quickly. So I decided to play out the Sculler. I don't want to play around counter magic all the time. And he decided to counter the Mirror Sire, which gave us a nice opportunity to play the Scudder. Unfortunately, he's got a few guys coming down, such as Serum Raker. I'm not sure what the correct play was here. I know I have to attack. In the long game, he's going to destroy me. I'm not sure if I should have attacked with the Scudder as well, just to get in those extra 2 points of damage. I can't control whether or not he blocks. And I need to kill him quickly, which I know I already said, but bear with me here. I'm trying to go quick. But holding back the Scudder just seems like kind of a mistake. I wanted to save the 3 power, so I had a flyer to get over his guys. But I don't think he's blocking with the commando. And the Raker, dies regardless. So I don't know. I'm kind of rambling now. So I think you see what I'm trying to say. Maybe it wasn't a mistake because now I have a three flyer that can get over whatever he has, and he's gonna drop a couple of flyers. But yeah, attacking was the right play. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. I did at the time, but I'm pretty sure it's the right call. Although after reflection upon the round, I did come upon a play that I think was the incorrect call. Yep, and he got his mind controls online, which is disappointing. And we are one measly point away from winning this game. We came extremely close, but yeah, double mind control will do it. Not at all surprising. We saw this get opened. Not sure if we saw the conscience, but just thinning our deck of lands. It's pretty standard at this point. We're just hoping to draw Bleak Coven Vampires or Mortar Pod to deal the last point of damage to him. We decided not to block because it'll be better to block the Skin Render. And nothing we can do, blah, 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 blah. He's just beating us down thoroughly. Still no blocks. I want to save the Pith Trailer in case he plays a bigger threat. Now this is the mistake here. I should have waited a turn to see if he taps out. Or if we can draw a Mortar Pod to play around. He'll most likely save up for one counter spell, but possibly wouldn't two. I was pretty sure he had one, so I don't think waiting the extra turn would have made much of a difference, and I had enough to do both, so I should have waited that extra turn to see if I can draw a Mortar Pod, draw, and cast one. If he counters it, I cast the other, and if he doesn't, I pretty much win. Instead, I jumped the gun here. I was excited to see if I could, actually pull it off, and I also thought, for whatever reason, that if I blocked with my Pith Trailer, I would lose Metalcraft, neglecting to realize that I had 3 down here. Which was silly anyway, because I think I can survive if I don't block with the Pith Trailer. Yeah, he only had 7 coming my way. So I probably pulled the trigger a little soon on that. Should have waited that extra turn. And it didn't matter because I drew a swamp. But, don't look at results. The correct play is still the correct play regardless of how things actually turn out. So that was game 2. Hopefully it captured this time. And I will see you in round 3, game 3.